Hi everyone, welcome back. Apologies for the movement. I am filming this on a selfie stick and trying to balance it between my legs, so we'll see how this works out. But I wanted to share a review of a couple of different natural deodorants that I've tried throughout the years. Maybe you are aware there are a lot of chemicals that are in household products, so not only deodorant but shampoo, conditioner, face wash, cleaning products, pretty much anything you can think of. I a few years ago became aware of this and borderline obsessed with making sure that the products that we're using in our house are chemical free. So I kind of drive my fiance Frank and my family nuts with this, but I think it's good to know. So I wanted to share a couple of the harmful ingredients that are typically in deodorants, and then I'll get into the review of the natural products that I've tried. So the things to try to avoid with deodorant specifically are first a chemical called DEA. I don't know what the full extension of it is, but if you see DEA in the ingredients, you definitely want to avoid it. It's a known carcinogen, so they've done a lot of studies on this chemical, and it is linked, it's cancer causing. I think a lot of the major corporations have now tried to omit this because it is so highly linked, but still a good thing to avoid if you see it on the back of a deodorant stick. Then the next two words are pretty common these days, phthalates and parabens. So both of these are chemicals that are put into the product. Phthalates is there to kind of extend the fragrance shelf life in the product. And parabens are as well to kind of extend the shelf life. And both of them are hormone disruptors. So if you think about the way that your body naturally produces hormones, and the fact that we wear deodorant every single day for your entire life, so a long period of time, we don't want to continuously be putting chemicals on our body that are disrupting our hormones or causing an imbalance in the natural flow of things. And then the last two, aluminum is one. So aluminum acts as an antiperspirant in many of the normal deodorants, but we want to avoid that because basically what it does is clog the sweat ducts in our armpits, which is great, for not sweating, but it can really, again, act as a disruptor in your body. So we want to avoid aluminum. And then last is this word fragrance. So fragrance is kind of a catch-all word that companies can use to hide different chemicals that they're putting in their products. And this is something you have to be really careful about because even a lot of products that are marketed as natural will have fragrance in them, and I'll give a couple examples. But yeah, so those are the things that you want to avoid when you're looking in a deodorant or at a deodorant. So now I'll go through like the different products that I've tried over the years. There are two that I want to touch on that I don't have physically in person, but there are two of the first ones that I tried. One was Tom's of Maine, which I would give like a 2 out of 10. I really didn't like it because it's a gelatinous texture, so it kind of goes on like one of those roll-on deodorants that are like wet. And specifically with natural deodorants, because they don't have aluminum, you need something to try to at least keep things dry down there. So yeah, I didn't like the fact that it was like gelatinous, so nix that one. The next one I tried was Schmidt's, which is a little bit more powdery. It's not as gelatinous, but what Schmidt's did, and the problem that a lot of people do have with certain natural deodorants is over time it can start to cause a rash or irritation under your arm, and that's because there isn't a quality substitute for an antiperspirant, so you're sweating more naturally, because you don't have that aluminum that's clogging those ducts. And when you're walking around and your armpit may be a little bit more, you might be perspiring more than usual, this part of your arm is rubbing against your body, and it can cause like chafing and eventually like a rash and irritation. So of course if that's happening, you want to stop using that product, and with Schmidt's that's what happened to me. So Schmidt's is out the window. I would also give that a 2 out of 10. The next product that I tried is this brand called Alaffia. And this has really clean ingredients, but it also is kind of gelatinous when you put it on. So I can show you here. So it rolls on easily, but it doesn't have any sort of like starch sort of a thing to keep you dry. So I kept finding myself still perspiring a ton with this brand called Alaffia. I will say the brand though, I have used their other products. So they have some great like body washes, hand soaps, that sort of thing. So I would recommend them for that. I also think there's, I can't remember exactly what it is, but this company does give back in some way, I'm pretty sure. So I can link these down below in case you want to look into it a little bit more. But yeah, so I would say I would rate this maybe like a 4 out of 10. The next one that I tried was a natural deodorant called Kopari that's made with coconut oil, and I was really excited about this because I had heard a lot of great reviews about it. It goes on really smoothly. It's like sort of gelatinous, like wet. I don't necessarily know how to describe it other than that, but what I didn't realize when I purchased it and then when I got it and was looking at the ingredients is that they sneakily have included fragrance or perfume in this. So of course we know that's one of the ingredients that we want to avoid, so sneaky Kopari. But so just for that reason I would also give this like a lower score. Okay, so the next brand I think probably a lot of people have heard of, Native. This is available now at Target, so it's in some bigger box stores. And this one I would say I would rate maybe like a, I don't know, 5 out of 10, maybe a 6, 5.5. It goes on smoothly, but it has a little bit more of like a powdery feel. It looks like a deodorant that you might be used to using because it has tapioca starch in it. The one thing about Native that is, you know, a little bit like sneaky Native, in some of their scents, like this one's eucalyptus and mint, it has fragrance listed as an ingredient, which we know we want to avoid, but in some other scents, like their lavender one, I'm pretty sure it's just lavender essential oil. So if you're looking at Native as an option, yeah, just make sure to look at the back and get ones that don't have fragrance in them. But yeah, this one I would say 5.5, between 5 and 6, because it does work well. It's just the fragrance is like that sneaky ingredient. Okay, I have 2 more to share with you. This brand I have been loving. It's called Humble, and I want to give a shout out to my friend Sam for telling me about it. This is awesome. It only has 4 ingredients and it uses essential oils rather than like that sneaky fragrance word and any chemicals they're going to put in it. It goes on really smooth. It also has sort of a powdery texture because it has baking soda in it and cornstarch. So it keeps you a little bit drier than those like gelatinous feeling ones. And then they also have a lot of different scents, if you will, but they're through essential oil, so not harmful to your body. This one's mountain lavender and holy basil. Let's see, this one is Texas cedarwood and grapefruit. They have a vanilla one, a lavender one. But yeah, I've been loving these for everyday use, and I would rate this like an 8 out of 10. And then we come to, last but not least, my favorite ultimate deodorant. This is called Love Fresh. And I got this off of a website called Folane that I'm obsessed with. It is a brand that only will sell products that are natural, non-toxic products. So they have a list of chemicals that they won't allow into a lot of their products, and this is one of them. So this I use if, not that we're going to events lately, but if there is like a big day at work or an event or something and I need super strength deodorant, this is what I use. There is baking soda in it, so again that helps to like keep it a little bit dry. You can see it here. I will say this one doesn't go on as smoothly as some of the others because it has a little bit of a grittier texture, but yeah, absolutely love it. There's no fragrance in this, just natural essential oils. Yeah, so I'll link this also below in case you're interested in trying, but this I would say 9 out of 10. So nothing's perfect, obviously, but I've been on this quest for a while and thought I'd just share, you know, what I like, what's worked. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.